When families start to feel anxious about recruiting, there's a very common reaction. They send more emails, there's more outreach, more follow-ups, more messages, because it does feel productive. But here's the truth, sending more emails is not a recruiting strategy. I understand why families do this, but silence from coaches creates uncertainty. Uncertainty creates anxiety, and anxiety pushes people to act. But in recruiting, more activity doesn't equal more progress. College coaches receive hundreds, sometimes thousands of emails every single year. So when families increase volume without changing timing, context, or fit, the message doesn't become clearer. It becomes easier to ignore. One of the biggest misconceptions is this: if we follow up enough, eventually someone will respond. Well, that's rarely how it works, because when a coach doesn't respond, it usually isn't personal, it's informational. Most of the time, silence means one of these things. The timing is off, the fit isn't clear, or the message doesn't align with what the coaches are looking for. And sending more emails doesn't fix any of those problems. In fact, it often makes things worse. So repeated outreach without adjustment can signal misunderstanding of the process, and coaches notice that. This is where families get frustrated. They feel like they're doing everything they can. They feel ignored. They feel powerless, and eventually they start to question the athlete's ability, when that really isn't the issue. The issue is not effort, the issue is strategy. Recruiting is about precision, not persistence. It's about understanding when to reach out, who to contact, and what a coach wants to hear. What do they care? Even before hitting send. The families who navigate recruiting best don't panic when they're silenced. They're interpreted, they adjust intelligently, they stay calm, they stay patient, and they make decisions based on understanding, not emotion. This channel exists to set up families to make sure they avoid reactions like these. We want to make sure families don't make decisions that will cause huge opportunities, not by doing more, but by doing things the right way, in the right order, in the right context, in the right time. If you found yourself sending more emails and wondering why nothing is changing, you're not alone. But it may be time to pause and rethink this approach, because recruiting rewards clarity, not urgency, not volume, not noise. You don't need to send more emails. You need clarity and strategy.